Hi everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out your schedule to attend Allianz Asia Pacific's first regional conference. So I'd just like to introduce myself. My name is Sunita. I am part of the agency team in the Allianz Regional Office. And this is the first regional conference that we're having. So I really want to congratulate all the winners who won your local contests and were able to attend this session. Just a couple of housekeeping rules. So we'll be recording this session for internal communication and reference. And throughout the presentation, should you have any questions, please use the Q&A function and we will answer as many questions as possible. So maybe just a brief run through for the agenda. We will have an opening by our Allianz Asia Pacific Regional CEO for Life and Health, Anusha, before we hand it over to Jensen, who will bring you through how we can scale recruitment during COVID-19 before we have the closing by our Allianz Regional Head of Agency, Mohit. And we've also asked the local CEOs to put together a short video to wrap up this session, to encourage and build momentum as we move forward. So let me now please hand it over to Anusha.
Thank you, Sunita. And a very warm welcome to everyone who's on the session today. Before I start, I want to first congratulate and say thank you to every single one of you. All the champions that have qualified for today's conference. What I want to say is that I wish we could do it in person, somewhere grand, and really celebrate together, because we've all come through a very, very, very difficult, I was going to say 1.5 years, but I'm going to say 2 years, because it's something that really even time can't measure. But to each one of you, the agents, the leaders, the staff that have really gone out there and done your best to continue to engage your customers, to engage the community, to keep everything going so that it can come as close to normality as possible. You have really made a difference. You are people who really care, and you are people that have, you stand out. I've used this word before. I will use it because it's a word that I said, and I came from another company where I knew Jensen before, but I always call anyone involved in agency angels on earth, because you go out through difficult times and you make sure that people are covered, people are protected. You do your best to ensure their families are protected, irrespective of situation, especially the last 2 years. So welcome to the first regional agency conference by Allianz in Asia. It is virtual, and I want to thank the team under Mohit and team that have put this together, and I hope that you have a truly informative session and use this to really see how we can pull the strength of Allianz in Asia together to really stand out and to take us to the next level. We have done well, you have done well, but the COVID era has brought about a really new opportunity for us to pivot, to make changes, to innovate, and to lead. And I hope that this can be the start of us pulling together the best of the best from Allianz in Asia to drive the next phase of transformation in agency, together with each one of your chief agency officers, the leaders on the ground, to really set Allianz apart from everyone else. On that note, I want to thank Jensen. Jensen Xiao is someone that I had the pleasure and the opportunity to connect with in 6 years ago, when I was the CEO of AIA in Malaysia, and we built an agency force that focused on professionalism, that focused on quality retention, that focused on driving productivity, looking at performance management, but ultimately reaching the pinnacle, which is the $1 million roundtable. What does scaling recruitment up mean? What does achieving the best of the best mean? And $1 million roundtable is a recognition that is at the it's number one in the world. And it stands for people that have accumulated sufficient customers and made sure that these customers have been protected sufficiently, and therefore they stand tall in really having touched people's lives. And actually, together with that, they themselves have gained success. And so what I hope that you will do is to really, take advantage of the session from Jensen and ask questions if there is an opportunity. I don't know if there is going to be an opportunity, but this is the start. And I hope, we see borders opening, we see, countries starting to allow travel to happen. No doubt we're not going to do anything until it is safe, because for us, the most important is keeping you safe, keeping your customers safe, keeping our families safe. But once it is possible for us to travel and travel safely, I hope we can all come together and really continue to build from today and drive a really professional, productive, and the best agency force that we can really be proud of for Allianz in Asia together, and really see when we look back in 2 years, we will remember today. So with that, I want to again say thank you very much. Congratulations to the champions who qualified for today. Thank you very much to each and every one of the chief agency officers. I'm going to take a risk and call out the names without a list. So in case I forget anyone, I apologize. So I'm going to start with Jessie Liu of Taiwan. I don't know if Jessie is on, I can't see, but I'm saying it. Thank you very much. It's been a tough year. Let's make this a strong run to the finish. Raymond Chia of Malaysia, Tahe and Dr. Gina of Indonesia, Kun Virong of Thailand, Roshan of Sri Lanka, Chris and Orange of the Philippines. I am missing one country. Who am I missing? I've covered Liu Kai of China, if Liu Kai is on. And I hope I've not missed anyone. If I've missed anyone, my sincere apologies. And then I would like to thank my team in AZAP, Allianz Asia, Mohit, Heng Yi, Bao, and Sunita. And with that, again, over to you. I hope you have a really good session today. Jensen, thank you very much for coming on and sharing with the Allianz team in Asia. With that, back to you, Sunita.
Thank you, Anusha. I'm going to hand it over directly to Jensen. So please, Jensen, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Anusha. Good to see you again after this year. Thanks, Sunita, for the introduction. Now, to all our friends in Allianz, in the various markets, in the regional countries, very good morning. It is still the morning, yes, this is Jensen. This 45 minutes to 15 minutes content for you on scaling up your recruitment during COVID-19 situation is going to be packed with a lot of content, okay? So get ready to take down notes, do screenshot, and so that you can use all these tips right after the session or to work on your recruitment and especially for your final sprint in 2021. Now I'll say a few words in Mandarin. 所有安联的伙伴还有朋友，你们好，早上好，我是 Jensen。今天的课程全程会用英语讲解。如果有什么需要解释，还是说有什么需要澄清的话呢，过后可以然后通过社交媒体联络我，我会再为你解说。Okay, back to English. Now, to our friends in Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and especially Thailand, I apologize, I can't do Bahasa, I can't do Thai, but I'm so happy to be here. Now, the next 45 minutes to 50 minutes, I like you to stay open-minded and stay open-hearted, because I like to share with you whatever me and my team have done for the various agencies, insurers, in terms of recruitment initiatives, recruitment events, building MDRT numbers, and so on, okay? So I'm now going to put up my slides on the screen so that you can see and we can kick off right away. Okay, now, so today is about scaling up recruitment, and it is to all our winners who are here today, congratulations. You have done well in your own markets and you have done well in this season despite the difficulties. So this is Jensen, a quick introduction. Heavily involved in MDRT coaching, training, agency growth and recruitment work over the past year since 2012. 2014, 15 years as a motivational speaker. Our friends in Malaysia would have seen me have the opportunity to share on various of your platforms. Now, today, I'm speaking to you via the camera over on a virtual platform, and I'm going to give you as much, if not more, than what you usually get face to face. So as a team, we have been able to help the life insurance sector do a lot of all this, focusing on sales production and recruitment growth. Now, today is about recruitment growth. And if you look at this slide, the thing on the list on the right, on your right, you will see things like the agency leader image and branding. You will see things like how you do college recruitment, recruiting students from universities and colleges. You will see things like how you recruit the career switchers, people who are thinking of switching their career, or people who have lost their jobs, are retrenched in this season, and they're looking for another career opportunity. You're looking at career coaching training, how you do career coaching as an agency leader so that you can draw more leads to you and help yourself in recruitment. Now, I'm showing you this list of recruitment growth, specializations, and services because today I will be drawing examples and ideas from all that we have done for the agencies, the insurers over the past years so that you can directly apply to your unit, your agency, regardless of whatever is your size. It can be from 5 to 5,000, it can be applied, okay? Now, today's session, the next 45 minutes, is we are going to look at some of your recruitment vitals. Recruitment vitals to look at what are your personal recruitment figures. We're also going to talk about the inner game of recruitment. Inner game means how much do you really want to recruit? Between being a producer and a leader, and a new leader, aspiring leader to a very successful leader, what are your gaps? Okay, you look at the inner game of attraction or recruitment. Then we're also going to talk about how you can up your attraction power. I'm going to give you a framework of looking at the 6 areas you need to beef up, work on, do very well, so that you become a super magnet to candidates and recruits to join your agency. Lastly, I will give you a series of ideas and proven methods that we have used with our clients, with the agencies to help them channel recruitment leads, generate and channel recruitment leads. Okay, so let's kick off with the session by telling you that this entire 45 minutes, I want to do proven stuff. So whatever I'm sharing with you has been tested and proven. It will be practical. And at the end of the session, because I only have 45, 50 minutes, at the end of the session, I'm going to give you more resources that you can access to understand more about the different things that I'm talking about. Okay, so get ready to do some exercises, get ready to take notes, and get ready to take screenshots, as many as you like to. Okay, now let's look at your recruitment vitals. Recruitment vitals means the vital statistics, numbers of your recruitment. No, we're not talking about activities, it's about yourself. So I want you to answer it in your mind. Now, if you are 18 to 25 years old today, let's say today, you're 18 to 25 years old, 今年18到25岁, the question is, and you're looking to join a leader, join a life insurance agency, join a leader. The question is, would you join yourself? If today you're 25 years old, 21 years old, 23 years old, would you join yourself? Quickly go through in your mind, what would make you join yourself? You will join yourself because of what? Because of the branding and the image you have? Because of the lifestyle you're leading? Because of the agency culture you have? Because of the support that you are giving to your recruits? What is it that will make you join yourself? It's quite easy, right? But let's go to the more difficult one, the gaps. What wouldn't make you join yourself? That means you got to take a cold eye and look at your entire agency, your own practice, you as a person, and ask, if today I was 23 years old, why wouldn't I join myself? Now, this is a reflective exercise. Now, you have questions and answers in your mind now. Let's look at how much you want to recruit. Now, when we talk about recruitment desire, so you look at this year's recruitment desire or your 5-year, 10-year recruitment desire numbers, you ask yourself this question: how much do I really want to recruit? 0 to 10. 10 being totally wanting to recruit, 0 being not wanting to recruit at all. What is your number? Okay, now you have your number in your mind. You can't communicate to me the number, but it's fine. Now, if your number is 10, perfect, congratulations, I can give you a round of applause, okay? That's the sound effect we need to have when we do webinar from home. Now, if your number was 10, great. If your number isn't 10, then the question I want you to ask yourself is, what's causing the gap? If today you say you want to recruit, but your number is not 10 upon 10, then what's causing the gap? Is it a lack of confidence? Is it a lack of skills? Is it a lack of knowledge? Is it the fear of something? What is it? In fact, leaders, you can also ask this question to your agents. They say they want to do MDRT, ask them what is their MDRT desire upon 10. As long as they say it's not 10 upon 10, then ask them what's causing the gap. Now, many people say they want and a desire is strong. You can be 10 upon 10 desire, and that's perfect. Let's visit the next question. What is your confidence number? So, how confident are you of achieving your recruitment goal and target and agency size? 0 to 10. How confident are you? This is usually the very important question because it talks about the gaps that you are having, but you might not know yet. So if you're now confidence 10 upon 10, great, but I doubt more than 5 people here would have that. So what you ask yourself, if your confidence score is not 10 upon 10, 信心指数不是10, what do you need to close up that gap? What do you need to close up that gap? Yes, okay? You would have some answers. Maybe it's some recruitment activities. Maybe it's the online presence that you need to have. Maybe it's the image and brand of the entire agency. Maybe it's the culture. What is it? Especially where your local market is concerned. Okay, so as of now, you have the recruitment desire number, which I hope is 10 upon 10 or very close to 10. If your confidence number was 4, is 6, doesn't matter. Because confidence number is not a measure of how much you want, but it's a measure of what else you need to do. Okay, what else you need to do. So today I want to help you to raise your confidence number, recruitment confidence number, to as close as 10 as possible by giving you a lot of ideas and proven strategies. Now, if you see yourself through the eye of a candidate, a recruit, you look at yourself, okay? You describe the leader you are today. You look at yourself through the eyes of a candidate, describe how would the candidate see your brand today? How would the new recruit see your image today? When the new recruit look at you, what do he or she think? What does he or she thinks is your values? What is important to you? When they look at your agency, how would they describe it? When they look at how you run your agency and your sales and your management of clients, how would they look at in your system? And the last one is, if they were to join you, what are the platforms that you have that will help them to guarantee success? Now, we're not talking about just simple sales builders. We're talking about sales leads generations kind of platforms. And we'll go into this deeper, okay? So if you look at all this, you reflect and see through the eyes of a candidate, what is the brand? What is your image? What is your values? How is your agency like? What systems do you have and platforms? We'll come back to this with more details shortly, okay? Now, throughout the session, you can ask questions, put it on the Q&A. I will take a look at times, and then we'll take some of the questions as much as we can, all right? So let me move on first. Let's now come to the inner game of attraction, the inner game of attraction. Now, inner game of attraction got to deal with the confidence and the desire you have to recruit, which is the real driving engine within. Now, when you want to attract people, many of the leaders that we work with, they start working on their brand. They start working to pay advertising dollars. They start working on their marketing. There's nothing wrong with that. But you also got to work on the inner side of you, the inner game within you. Because you will realize that if you don't truly 100% confident want to recruit, your efforts are not going to pull in as much ROI, return on investment, as you like to. So there are 4 areas in the inner game. First is your desire. We talk about it. How much do you really want to recruit? And then the bigger your agency, do you gain or do you lose more? I ask again. The bigger your agency, do you gain more or lose more? Okay? There will be gains and losses however it goes. Are you focusing on the gains or are you focusing on the losses? Next one. How worthy do you feel you are as a leader? We have worked with thousands of agency leaders, from the unit agency leaders to the agency managers to the directors and stuff like that. It always boils down to how confident and worthy they feel they are. What do you think is your personal value? How strong are you? How confident are you? How real are you? How authentic are you? How real and authentic and confident are you that you are living the life you want to live and you can help others to do that? Because any leader who might not have that level of confidence or the self-esteem and worthiness will pull back subconsciously when he or she goes for a recruitment appointment or initiatives. The next one is called competencies. You can be very good in sales. Many are not you can be. All of you are very good in sales. You are top producers in Allianz. You could be the COTs, the TOTs, and you could have an MDRT agency. Okay. The thing is, a strong producer, when you become a leader, by right, you have all the skills to teach the person to how to become a strong producer. But we have seen time and again that doesn't necessarily happen. A strong producer might not be the person who can coach and train effectively. The thing is, you need to learn how. All right. And the last one is, what is your core drivers? What is inside you that's driving the engine that makes you want to recruit and do better in your agency? What is it that really connect deep inside you? In Chinese, we call 核心理由. What is it that connect deep inside you that pushes you forward to continue to want to reach out more people, recruit more people, attract more people, help more people, groom more people to be successful in the agency business? Okay, so we will work on your core drivers now. This is the first exercise. Get ready, use your pen and paper or your digital notepad. Okay, now let's look at your core drivers. We look at the question, what completes you? Okay, regardless of how happy you are today, let's go through this. Now, ask yourself, what are 5 elements that make you feel complete in your mind, in your body, and your soul? What are 5 elements that make you feel complete in your mind, in your body, and your soul? 有哪个5大元素让你完完全全在心身灵感受到是满足完整的？ So I give you examples. These are my examples, okay? You list down the 5 elements. It could, for me, family, freedom, money, in any way that you can write it, happiness, spirituality. Okay, these are my 5 elements that's close to my heart. What about yours? What are your 5 elements? Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds to write down your 5 elements. Okay, 10 seconds to write down your 5 elements, and then we'll look at them slightly closer. So, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, got your 5? At least you got 3, it's fine. Okay, now let's move on. Now look at what is the number 1 out of your 3 or 5. Which one is the number 1? The very first number 1 important one. So let's say for me, number 1 is family. Okay, I have 1 wife, 2 children. Yeah, I cannot say this wrongly. 1 wife, 2 kids. Not 2 wife, 1 kids. Okay, 1 wife, 2 kids. And family is the number 1 priority to me in my life, the core driver. So let's ask ourselves some reflective questions. Identify your number 1 core value. Okay, and let's ask these questions. First is, how has your number 1 value empowered you in your recruitment performance and result? The number 1 value, how has it empowered you, push you forward, help you in your recruitment performance and result? How has it limited you? Your number 1 value can limit you, by the way. For example, if your number 1 value is freedom, you want a lot of freedom. But freedom, when you recruit and have more people that you need to take care and you need to run and need to manage, maybe you will see that you lose some freedom. Okay, so that might limit you. How has it limited you in terms of your recruitment performance and result? The next question, does it serve as an excuse for you not pushing yourself forward? Example, your number 1 value can be happiness. Then you say that, oh, every day I'm very happy already. Yeah? 我已经很开心的, 很满足了, I'm very happy. I don't need to push myself forward. So it becomes an excuse. Has it become a reason for you compromising on your potential and desire? Whatever we value as important can be the factor that drives us forward, can also be the factor that makes us compromise on our dreams and our goals. So to help you, let's look at specifically what you want in it. Okay, let's look specifically what you want in it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick example here. Let's say your number 1 value is family, like my number 1 value. So we ask you to list down 10 specifics, 10 things under your number 1 value that you want. I give you my list. Example, I want to provide for my family, spend time with them, be an inspiration to my children, teach them the right values, show my parents the possibilities of life, and be able to be there in most occasions when the family needs me, be able to choose not to work when I want to be with my family. Yeah, you can have the choice to. and all this. These are my 10 specifics. Now, what about you? By the way, leaders, you can go back and do this with your agents. You can do this with your agents and you can understand them so deeply. List down the 10 specifics under your number one value, whether it's family, freedom, money, traveling, spirituality, answering to the person you believe is up there. Whatever is yours, list down 10 specifics. And then you ask yourself this question. In the process of pursuing and achieving the recruitment goal, how many of these do you fulfill? A lot of times, aspiring MDRTs or MDRT qualifiers wants to go to COT and TOT, or leaders who wants to build their multi-million dollar agency, they ask me, how do I sustain my motivation? How do I really motivate and sustain my motivation? Here's the answer. You list down the 10 specifics in your number one value and ask yourself, how many of this do you fulfill when you achieve your goal? The more ticks you have, the more motivated and sustainable your motivation is. Because as long as you can see that by achieving your business goals, production, recruitment, you can achieve and fulfill your number one value, then you are aligned. Your GPS is aligned. Your car is aligned with the GPS and traveling towards the right direction. Okay? Now, if you have questions on this inner drivers, you can put a question on the Q&A, or you can write to me on the social media platforms, PM me thereafter. Okay? So I want to give you a lot of value today, so I'm going to be moving on to the next one. Now, the next one is how can you up your attraction power? How can you up your attraction power? Attraction power refers to you being able to attract candidates, recruits, interested people to you. Now, ask yourself one question. What is the kind of leader you need to be to have more attraction power? Then many of you will give answers like, oh, I need to be stylish, I need to be young and trendy looking, I need to be so open on the social media, I need to be actively posting, I need to be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, WeChat, Snapchat, Line, whatsoever. You might be thinking of all this. Now, before you think of all these, I'm not saying that they are wrong. You should ask yourself another question, and that is, who do you want to recruit? Now, don't get me mistaken, okay? That means don't think that, Jensen, you're asking me not to recruit everyone. No, you can recruit everyone. But your recruitment effort should focus on certain groups of people who are primarily your target audience for recruitment. Now, why do I say certain groups of people? Because if you look at your agency, you can identify what are the types of people when they join you, they will thrive. Not every group of people will thrive in your agency because of the culture and because of the system. Not everyone can have a 21-year-old, 25-year-olds of agents and do extremely well. Some people thrive in their agency when they have the 30 to the 40 years old. Okay? So look at the demographics of the people that you want to recruit. Ask yourself this question. What is the age group? Give a range of about 10 years, 18 to 29 years old. What is the educational level? Of course, in different local markets there where you are, there are certain different expectations. What is the marital status? Do you want them to be single or married? Do you want them to be in a particular occupation? I know of agency leaders who specializes in recruiting mothers, okay, mothers with young children. Agency leaders who focus on recruiting millennials, and now we call Zoomers, people who are born after the year 2000. What is their income level? What is their family background? You ask these questions so that you can scope the specifics of the target audience that you want to recruit, the type of people that you want to recruit. Now, but this is only basic information. Let's look at the other information. The other information, we use the word psychographics to understand them. Psychographics refers to their mind and their lifestyles, okay? Their values, their lifestyles. Now, lifestyle is how they spend their time. Where do they spend their time? You ask yourself, someone who is a married man and someone who is not married and swinging bachelor, do they spend their time differently? Of course. Why do you need to know where they spend their time? Because then you will know how to reach them and how to attract them. Secondly, what is their attitude? How do they see the world? Someone who is 45 years old today versus someone who is 25 years old, do they see the world differently? To 45 years old, he's looking for being the best responsible father or person to his family. A 25-year-old could be looking at living the best life he ever could want as of now. Now, what is the behavior? How do they interact with others? If you were to recruit a 45 years old versus a 21 years old, the 21 can be very active on text messaging and online social media, digital virtual prospecting or virtual selling, social selling is the norm, but might not be for a 45 to 50-year-old and 50-plus-year-old who can still connect independently with the high net worth and close many cases. Then we also have the expectations, what do they want? And lastly, values, what's important to them. Okay, take a screenshot of this. Give you 3 seconds. Take a screenshot. Okay, 3, 2, after this seminar, please go and work out this. Who do I want to recruit? After you work out this, then you can work out the next exercise. All right, 3, 2, 1. Taken? Al mail. Cool. Now, move on. So we are back to this six categories of things that you need to look at to increase your attraction power. Now, if you look at these 6 categories, now I have added more words. Under brand, we talk about positioning. In Chinese, called 定位. Image, we talk about attire and your style that is communicated face-to-face and over the online platforms. Under values, we talk about the core drivers. Okay, what do you need to shift anything in your core drivers? Under agency, we talk about culture. How the people in the agency lead their business, run their lives, interact with each other, the dynamics and the level of fulfillment and happiness and how they communicate. Under system, we talk about support. Okay, some of the agencies have very good administrative support, logistical support, prospecting support, lead generation support, training support, etc. And the last one, under platforms, we talk about sales and leads. How are leads generated? What are the online or offline or collaborative sales leads generation platforms that your agency has established with various parties and partners that can help your agency, new recruits to grow? Okay, so now, so this is like a little worksheet. This is where you take a screenshot. Okay, I know you want to take a screenshot of the previous one. Okay, 就先拍这个吧. Okay, take a screenshot of this. Because once you take a screenshot of this, you are going to look at every single area and ask yourself, what is something I need to do there? Example on branding. What is something you need to do for brand positioning? Example for sales platforms, for sales and leads. What can you do to help the new recruits? So I'm going to go give you some examples shortly. Okay, taken? Good. Now, this is what you can take as well. After you have taken, take this screen, do this screenshot, and thereafter you can fill in the blanks. Now, example for brand positioning. I ask all the leaders here and all the top producers here to ask yourself one question. How would you like someone to describe you? Today, let's say I'm your friend. And not let's say I am your friend, okay? I'm your friend and I know of people that I can recommend to join you. And I say, oh, you can join my friend from Allianz Malaysia, Allianz China, Allianz Philippines, Allianz Sri Lanka. And then they will ask, who is this person? Then I need to describe you. Can you write down 3 to 5 descriptive words that you like me to describe you? That you like someone to refer you or to tell the other person when they refer somebody to you? What is your brand positioning? So as a speaker, I would like people to refer me or recommend me by saying that, oh, Jensen is highly energetic. He's always positive and he's a very inspirational, motivational speaker. With him at your event, you will feel the fire to do even better. That's what I want. But what about you? What do you want? What are the 3, 5, a sentence or 2 that you want the referrer, the center of influence, to tell the other parties when they share with them about you? You can write those words down. Okay? Yes. Now, image, attire, and style, that's very personal. Let's look at the one under system support. Now, if you look at your agency, ask yourself this question. Okay? Today, if I'm a new agent and I join my agency, not the company, the company is providing a lot of support to the various agencies, but your own unit, your own agency, today, if you are a new recruit, you come to the agency, what challenges will you face? What problems will you have? What lackings do you feel the agency needs to plug the gap so that a new recruit can do well? Look at your agency. Don't look at it as if it is yours. Look at it as if it is somebody else's and you're joining this agency. What are the gaps that you need to put in and fill so that it will give confidence to a new recruit who is joining you. When a new recruit comes in, they'll go through a series of training with the local office, training department, the head of training, the trainers. Then when it comes to your agency, you will have your own concepts, your own SOP, standard operating procedures. You will have your own success strategies, and how are this trained and communicated to these people? In huge countries like China, like Philippines, like Sri Lanka, how do you ensure that the agent who is hundreds of kilometers away from you can get the same quality training in terms of your success strategies and the way you prospect, overcome objections, and close? That is talking about system. Okay? So I'm giving you a few examples here. One more example. Looking at platforms, sales, and leads. Okay? Today, if I'm a new recruit, I join you, other than you asking me to tap on my warm market. And today, we cannot do road shows in most part of the world. We cannot stand on the street and prospect. Most people won't even want to stop there and talk to you. Then how can you help them generate the leads? Do you have very successful online lead generation system? Do you have leaders in your agency who have established themselves as very effective and successful at generating social selling leads online and doing non-face-to-face selling? One important question you got to ask yourself for non-face-to-face selling, and I encourage all producers and leaders to do, is this. Now, non-face-to-face will continue to be a very important sales channel. Why? You ask yourself this question. Today, if you're 18, 21, you're choosing to join an agency. Would you choose to join an agency that has 100% business face-to-face? Or choose to join the other agency that has 50% business face-to-face, 50% non-face-to-face? Ask yourself that question. An 18, 22, 25-year-old today, how would they prefer to run an agency business? More non-face-to-face or more face-to-face? Okay, so I'll leave you to work on this. Any questions, feel free to put on the Q&A. I'm not able to see the Q&A because I'm sharing my slide, but in a moment, I'll take a quick look. So far, okay. Now, let's move on. The last part, in the next 15 minutes, I'd like to cover is this recruitment channeling leads generation, okay? How can you use different kind of strategies to generate leads to you? We have been teaching this to various insurers and working with them, their agencies, since 2014. Okay, so these are the ideas that we are going to share with you. We have executed them successfully. Now, what does a person in this climate need? These are the three things they need, okay? Now, they need hope, because in a very pessimistic climate like this, where there are a lot of uncertainties and insecurities, they need hope. Anyone who can give them hope, any system who can give them hope, will make them see that, hey, maybe this is worth considering. But when they get hope, they also need to be clear. They need to know exactly what do I need to do. They need to know exactly what is this about. Then the last one is direction. What are the steps that I need to take? So when you communicate to whether potential recruits, the general market out there, the different communities, you need to ensure that your communication for recruitment or communication as an agency carry these three elements. Give them hope, so clear that they can see it very nice and clearly. And last one is they know exactly what to do. Okay? So when you look at a recruitment channeling system to generate leads, when you communicate to the communities around you, potential recruits, you need to tell them how the problems that they currently face can be solved, how the financial situation that they currently are in can be resolved, how the lack of an employment market now and no livelihood can be resolved. Two, they must see the opportunities in situation. They must see that there are more opportunities even in a climate like that. Many of the graduating college students, undergraduates, and school-leaving students, they might not be able to see opportunities like you can, and you got to show them. Lastly, you must tell them the steps that they can take. And remember, it must be easy steps, because human beings do not like anything that is complicated or difficult. Do you agree? Human beings do not like anything that's difficult or complicated. So you must communicate in a way they are easy steps. Okay? And I'll give you some examples in a moment. So this strategy is about offering value, giving value, and reaching out to the communities. The communities include your associations, your clans, your schools, your clubs, your previous school, your previous company. All those are communities. In your neighborhood, in your province, all those are communities. And when you reach out to them, You want to reach out to the job seekers, the undergraduates, the school leavers, or the career switchers. So far, you following me? These three primary target audience. Now, the outcome of you offering value and outreaching them, is you will up-level your brand because they will see you, they will know who you are, they will see that you're doing good for the community. Number two, you are able to generate leads. You ask how. Later, I will give you. Right after this, I'm giving you the answers, okay? You will generate leads. And because you're doing good for the communities around you, you're generating leads, you will also be able to create center of influence, otherwise known as COI. COIs are people, organizations, or groups that will readily refer people to you or bring a group of people in front of you because they know you are doing good for them. Now, when all the leads that you generate, it's called a funneling system. You generate all the leads, the good ones, suitable ones, interested ones go into your agency as recruits. Those leads that might not be interested, might not be quality recruits for agency business, they can become your potential clients, otherwise known as your prospects. Then there will be another group that can become your center of influence, COIs, and they can refer more people to you for the good things that you're offering. Jensen, what are you offering? What can I offer that is good that will bring them in? Now, I'm going to tell you. So I call this the recruitment channeling system. You can call it the recruitment channeling magnet. This is like the structure we work with agencies and the insurers, and we run multiple things. And then they can take off and run it themselves. Now, so I'm going to give you a few examples. You look at the top left-hand corner, 左上角, top left-hand corner, career coaching. Now, career coaching basically is offering what the job seekers want. What do job seekers want? What do undergraduate or graduating students want? They want to know, based on their personality, what they are suited for in terms of job. So offer them personality profiling tests, personality profiling tools. There are very famous profiling tools that you need to pay. There are local ones. And for our friends in the various markets, I give you a suggestion. Find one that you can complete on pen and paper, translate it to a local language. Find an English version or Mandarin version, translate it to your local language, and then use that to offer the job seekers or the undergraduates. Many people, or most people, want to understand more about themselves. So offer personality profiling tests. Okay. Now, next one is do one-to-one career counseling. So tell your clients, tell the people around you that you're happy to meet up with a school leaver or someone who do not have any direction in life to help them, counsel them on their career direction. Now, counseling means really listening and giving them advice. Don't recruit them first. Remember, you don't recruit. Share, counsel, motivate, recruit later. If you find them suitable, then you recruit. Because you can do this for 10, 20, 100 people and create a very strong brand as a career coach for yourself. And more leads will be generated to you. People will be referred to you. The good ones, then you can pitch the career to them and recruit them. You can also offer resume writing training or LinkedIn resume writing. Work with a local trainer, local coach, or local lecturer and offer it together, okay, to the universities or the colleges or the school leavers. You can also have your community. You know, you have so many clients, right? There's so many clients. You have clients that run major corporations. You have clients who are in HR. You have clients who needs to hire people. No, why don't you ask them who is in need of looking for talent? Then you collate and compile all these job opportunities and you post them and share them. How about that? You will be seen as one person with a lot of opportunities, job opportunities on your hand. Isn't that a good branding? That means anyone who wants career opportunities, career success comes to you. Okay? So that is for career coaching. The next one is on success mentorship. We do a lot on this success mentorship and agency leaders as well. This part is about sharing and giving experience. Sharing and giving experience. One of the things that you can do is called an internship. Internship means this undergraduate or the job seeker or the career switcher comes onto your agency platform, and however you want to run it, depending on the local market and the company as well, comes to your agency platform and be with you for a duration. In Singapore, where I'm based, we do the internships for life insurance agencies. They are typically run from 2 weeks to 10 weeks. So depending on the market that you're at and the school holiday duration and how you want to run it. This internship will give the school leavers, all these people who are doing career switching considerations, some experience of what an agency business is like. What is it like to be a financial consultant, an agent, a planner, etc.? Okay, and this, some people ask, but when they come in and then they experience, so what? Now, when they come in for 2 weeks to 8 weeks or 2 weeks to 4 weeks or even just 1 week, you have the opportunity to engage them in their mind, in their skills, in their heart for the duration. After all, recruitment is often a relationship business as well. Okay, you can understand them more, they can understand you more, and then you make the decision. Now, so you can do internship for job seekers, you can do internship for undergraduates. Now, you can also, many of you are strong producers and you have a heart to give, a heart to help. Now, when you do all this helping and mentoring of young people, undergraduates or young entrepreneurs, do it without the primary intention to recruit them. No. You can put it on your Facebook, on your Line, on your WeChat, on your various social media platforms and say that, now, I've spent 15 years as a business person, and today I have reached a certain level. I'm happy to mentor young people, young entrepreneurs, or young youth who wants to succeed in their lives. So this year, I'm going to accept five mentees. Let me know your dreams. What would you like me to do with you? And then I will pick you. So when you communicate this, you're telling your entire warm market and the world that you're here to empower people to succeed. Is that a brand you want? When people can see that you are someone who empowers people to succeed, isn't that a good agency leader branding? Okay? So mentor young graduates and mentor young entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs, why I choose them? Because entrepreneurs already are not in a fixed corporate role or fixed salary paying job. And therefore, you can show them that this agency business is a better entrepreneurship path than whatever they are in. And concurrently, they can run that and still run this. Okay? So depending on the markets you're in, that can work. So moving on, the next one. This is offering expert webinars or seminars. This is where you share on your expertise. Every one of you have expertise. Every one of us has something we know more than most people around us. So what is your expertise? Example, since last year COVID till now, you are very good in virtual selling. You have clients, you have the communities of salespeople that they still have they get difficulties of closing sales. So reach out to those people selling real estate, reach out to those people selling pharmaceutical products, reach out to those people selling all kinds of things and tell them that you have successfully done a lot more sales doing virtual selling than face-to-face in the past. I can teach you how. When you teach these classes to salespeople, won't they become good leads for you for recruitment? Next one, you can also teach sales leaders, whether they are from the banks or wherever they are, on how they can lead successful sales teams. You have been a leader for so many years, you know the structure, you know how the secrets and the strategies, you teach them. Basically, when you teach them, they learned, they see you as a credible authority, that gives an opportunity for you to pitch the career. Another thing you can teach is a lifestyle skill. Lifestyle skill can be a lot of things like planting, parenting, some appreciation of some fine things in life, or some things that is more fitness-based. Maybe some of you are fitness fanatics, and you can teach something to do with fitness and yoga. All this helps to build a following. You are doing something you like, even teaching music online. You're doing something you like, build a following, generate leads. These leads come to you, they will have the referrals to you. Okay? Last one on this part I want to share with you is how can you partner with career experts? Career experts refer to people who can teach the young graduates about certain skills, HR practitioners that can share about the job seeking, the job employment market. There will be some people who can talk about how you can ace in your interviews, how do you need to up-level your LinkedIn profile to be easily searchable and employable. Okay, so partner with them, offer the free webinars, and all this will generate leads to you. So now I'm going to give you a few more examples here. Agency brandivities. Agency brandivities means branding activities. You can conduct weekly Facebook live chat with producers. Now, this is just a talk with your producers. You have 2 or 3 top producers. You do a Facebook live with 3, 4 of them, have a chat for 20, 30 minutes. What you are doing is letting them tell their community of Facebook or social media followers and social media friends what their life is like and what their career is like. This is like the everyday kind of branding and communication. Some of you who are into TikTok, do the TikTok on career and finance. Many of our consultants and agents are already doing this. One of the things I encourage agency groups to do is offer career skills training to colleges. So go to the universities, the colleges, and offer career skills training. These are the schools that need all this related stuff for their students, and the students can learn, and that is building a relationship and a bond there, okay, for you to build the community, and then from there, have leads for recruitment. Lastly is financial literacy training for students who are near the 18 years old or in their universities. So you know financial literacy very well. You know investment very well. You know how to build wealth very well. And now is you can share this with the students, because most of the financial literacy level of the students nowadays, including in developed markets, are not very high yet. There are many, many gaps there. There's an opportunity for you. Okay? And I want to share a few examples with you. These are what we call internship programs. So we ran before COVID, there were all the internship programs here in Malaysia, Indonesia. Then because of COVID, now it's gone online. Here you see right in the middle is what we call a virtual internship program, digital internship. Okay, over 2 weeks to 8 weeks. So that is what you can do with the undergraduates or the college students. Now then, these are some examples of the value you can offer to these students, okay? So you can have personality profiling or career success workshops about first impressions, all these. These are all that we have done for the different agencies, okay? And you can work with the experts in your local markets to carry it out in your local language. Now, then this is one that we have done and it's gone very well. Talk about financial literacy for students. So we have this game, it's a virtual platform, and they play this game to learn about building their wealth, achieving their life goals. And through that playing, they understand money better, management better, and that can ignite an interest for you to talk to them about becoming a financial consultant or insurance agent, okay? All right, I promise you resources. Okay, I got 2 more minutes. I promise you resources. Today, I know I've given you a lot of content and idea. There's a lot more that you have my specific questions. For example, how do I exactly do career coaching? Or you may have questions like, how do I have a structure to build my $1 million or multi-million-dollar agency? Or you may think like, how do I run an online webinar? Okay, so in May, we did a conference for the entire agency, entire market in Asia. So we recorded it and it's now available on YouTube. All you need to do is to scan this QR code. It will bring you directly to the link. This is my team of international speakers who have spoken at MDRT and major insurance events, and we have recorded the segment. In the YouTube video, there are time codes. You click there, you can go in and watch. These are the 3 topics for recruitment. The rest are more for lead generation, for sales, and MDRT performance. Okay, so you can go into this video, look at the sharing by my team. They will give you specific practical tips on what can be done. All right, now, before I go, I want to ask you one last question. For what purpose do you want to recruit? For what purpose do you want to recruit? If you look at it, recruitment is not a numbers game only. Recruitment is not just about building business and fulfilling our business objectives, no. At the end of the day, you are bringing a living soul into your group, into your agency, and grooming these people from the confidence level where he or she is now to an up-level confidence, and being able for him or her to go and inspire more people and families and the communities and the country around him. So what exactly you are doing is a higher intention and higher calling and purpose of what we call creating and leaving legacies. The legacies can be about your name, can be about your good work, but the surviving legacies will be about the goodness and the good benefits and all the positive things that you have created with your agency, from your agencies, for your own country and your own people. Okay? So this is Jensen. I'd like you to encourage you to step up as a true leader, be a model leader at home, be a nurturing leader in business, an inspiring leader in your life. When you do this, you have a lot of people who want to join you, follow you, and together you can make your country and the world a beautiful and better place. All right. So I'm going to stop my slides now. By the way, if there's anything you need clarifications, can take. I see we can take 1 or 2 questions now, but you can also PM me on social media platforms. I'll be happy to answer them. Okay, I'm going to stop my slide share for now. Stop sharing, and coming back here, I am trying to look at the Q&A. Now, the time now is 12:27. Mohit, I'm 2 minutes into your time. My apologies. Now I'd like to hand the time over to Mohit. Thank you very much, Allianz. Mohit, please.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon again. My name is Mohit, and I'm the Regional Head of Agency Distribution for Allianz Asia Pacific, based here in Singapore. Once again, we congratulate to all our champions qualifying and attending the conference today. We would also like to thank Jensen and his team for delivering a great session today. We hope the session was fruitful and it gave some valuable, meaningful, and actionable insights to our leaders and potential leaders and our agents. We would also like to thank all our chief agency officers and the agency teams in 7 entities across the market to support and make this challenge a success. Lastly, our team here in Regional Office Singapore to make this event a success as well. We are happy to show you on screen a sample of the certificate that will be provided to you from your local agency team. With that, we come to the last part of today's session, and we would like to leave you with a video that we have prepared showing a message from your CAO to you, right? So thank you, everyone, and have a great Friday and have a great year-end closing. See you again. Thank you.
Congratulations to each and every one of you for your great achievement. Despite a very challenging year, very tough market condition, you continue to be resilient and coming out on top in your respective countries. Now, for the remaining part of the year, we have few more weeks to the closing of 2021. I wish you all a strong closing and let's sprint to the finishing line together. Stay safe and stay healthy, everyone.
ครับ3 เดือนนี้มันเป็น3 เดือนที่ไฮไลท์มันเป็น3 เดือนที่คุณสามารถเปลี่ยนชีวิตคุณได้
ในทุกๆวิกฤตนั้นย่อมมีโอกาสซ่อนอยู่เสมอนะคะดังนั้นอยากให้ทุกคนมองหาโอกาสในวิกฤตที่เป็นโควิดที่เชื่อว่าทุกๆคนเนี่ยจะสามารถผ่านวิกฤตนี้ไปได้นะคะ
เพราะฉะนั้นผมมี3สิ่งครับที่จะแนะนำให้กับพี่น้องเราทุกคนอย่างแรกครับในระยะเวลาที่เหลือนี้โฟกัสครับเป้าหมายเราต้องชัดอันที่2ครับ keep doing ทำต่อไปเรื่อยๆทำต่อไปเรื่อยๆจนกว่าที่เราจะประสบความสำเร็จและสุดท้ายครับ believe เชื่อมั่นในตัวเองว่าเราคือผู้ชนะเราคือแชมป์แล้วเราจะประสบความสำเร็จครับและพบกันที่ความสำเร็จขอให้ทุกท่านโชคดีครับขอบคุณครับ
Hi everyone, I'm Jesse Liu from Taiwan. Thank you Regional hosting this special event. I think we can learn a lot from each one. You guys are champion. Even the 2021, we facing the Covid-19, we still can deliver our goal and we can make happen. 2021, every country can be the success. Allianz still can be the number one. Let's do it.
Selamat pagi ASN. Selamat kepada semua pemenang top 10 by personal dan juga top 10 by unit untuk bulan September 2021. Semoga sharing dari Bapak Jensen Xiao ini dapat bermanfaat bagi Bapak Ibu semua. Ayo, teruslah berjuang dalam 3 bulan terakhir di tahun 2021 ini. Sehingga semakin banyak lagi masyarakat Indonesia yang dapat terproteksi. Sukses selalu untuk Bapak Ibu semua. Sampai ketemu di acara AAPN 2021. Sampai ketemu di New Zealand dan sampai ketemu di Dubai. Terima kasih.
Good day, AZAP Agency. I am Orange from Allianz PNB Life in the Philippines. And I would like to congratulate you for being part of the AZAP Regional Agency Conference. Congratulations on all of the milestones you have achieved and all of the successes you've enjoyed in the past year. And I'm sure it also came with a lot of obstacles and milestones and difficulties along the way. But here you are, stronger than ever and ready to complete the year with a resounding growth. So whatever your goals are, if you're aiming for MDRT or you have your leadership goals that you're aspiring for before the year ends, I hope you are fired up and ready to go. And let's make our fourth quarter our best quarter yet. Thank you for all of the commitment you have given to your clients. And as you enjoy the rewards, the recognition, the income, let us always remember that at the end of the day, we are making a difference to so many lives. by fulfilling our purpose of securing the future of more clients. So let's go fighting this fourth quarter.
Greetings. It's positive that we have around 50 days to complete 2021 and be a winner. It's the new normal. We all need to keep in mind when the going gets tough, tough gets going. So be tough on your dreams. Be tough on your goals. All the best to you. Good luck.
安联亚太的领导们和安联精英伙伴们，大家好，我是来自安联中国广州机构的李惠妹，非常高兴这次能够入围安联亚太区第3季度竞赛方案，并荣获中国区业务第1名，达标 CEO。在此，我要感谢公司各级领导对我的大力支持和帮助，感恩客户对我的信任。随着安联控股的设立，安联品牌在中国的影响力得到快速提升，越来越多的高端客户认可安联，选择安联。我也会继续努力，不断传播安联品牌，开拓高端市场，争取在下一个季度继续入围，并祝福安联越来越好，迈向中国发展新时代。
Dear colleagues, I'm Suman. Glad to see you online. I work for Allianz China Life Qingdao branch. And everybody calls me Vicky at work. My Chinese name is Guo Suman. Guo is my family name. When I studied in UK, my foreign friends call me Suman. Anyway, this year, 2021 has been a very rewarding and lucky year for me. So it's my great honor to present today as one of the top 3 sales last season. Actually, I'm more than glad to make this video, this vlog, because later I'll put it on my Chinese Twitter and WeChat. And thank you for giving us this opportunity to share our experience and happiness to our team. I hope our experience and stories can make a contribution to our team in the future. And thank you again. Hope to see you guys soon. Bye bye.
Yes, so thank you everyone, thank you the CEOs, and thank you for the participants in this session. I hope you found it useful, and please, share any feedback you have